Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. Now if you're new here, a special welcome to you, hello. And you may have watched a couple of my other videos, I'm not sure, but if you fancy it, please subscribe. We do lots and lots of different things here on the channel. We go shopping, we do crafts, we do vlogs, we do lots of things. I've got loads of previous videos, so you can just nip back and check any of them and see if there's anything that you like. Now in today's video, we are going to do up a notice board. Now you can buy these notice boards really cheaply. You can get them in so many different shops. I think I bought mine from the Range or somewhere like that, but you can buy them from lots of different places. And what we're going to do is cover it and just make it look a whole lot prettier. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's have a look now. Right, so we're going to start and cover the notice board now. And to start with, you need some of this wadding type material. And all I do to measure it out is to pop it down on the desk, and you want enough so you can bend the corners round. You can always chop a bit more off. So just kind of measure your corkboard and then pull the wadding over just so you've got enough, like a bit of a border all the way around. And it is quite stretchy, it will pull, but you can cut some bits off, as I say, if you cut too much. So just measure that, get yourself some scissors and just cut it so you've got sort of the right size. And then what we do is we'll just staple that down. So once you've cut that out, just turn it over so the actual cork part here is facing the wadding, because it's the front part that we're actually going to cover. And then all you need to do is to get these bits and pull these bits up and use one of these staple guns. Now be really careful with these, they can be quite dangerous if in the wrong hands. And you just pull it up the side like that, and then use your staple gun just to put a staple just to hold the wadding like that. Do that all the way around, and then we can cut off any excess wadding. Right, so that's all cut off. Now you don't have to worry about this being really neat, because we're now going to cover it in some fabric. Now I've just got some fabric here that I'm going to use, but you can use anything like offcuts, old dresses, old curtains. You can really reuse some fabric that you've got, so you don't have to specially go out and buy some just for this. Now what we have to do is to, when we cut round, we have to leave a gap. There needs to be a gap all the way around for the fabric, all the way around the edge, because we're going to fold this up and then we're going to bend it, sort of fold it back in on itself, so you've got a nice edge like that. And we need to do that all the way around, and just work out where you put your little staples from before, and just put some staples in between where you put that. And because you've got this nice folded edge, it just makes it look neat. And you just go all the way around, just stapling as you go, just so there's enough staples in just to hold it all tight and all secure. And just fold the corners in and just do the same on the corners as well. Right, so that's all done around the edge, and what you can do is to put a little bit of ribbon in, and before you actually staple it down, you can actually staple this to the board, but I forgot to do that. So I can just poke it in and just put the ribbon like that and just staple it either side, and that will give you something to hang it up with. Right, so now we turn it over and you've got your board there, and it's nice and padded underneath. So now what we're going to do is to put a little bit of decoration on the front. And when I've done this before, I've used ribbon, but I haven't got enough ribbon in cream to use, but I have got this beautiful trim here, so we're going to use this instead. So what we need to do is to cut some pieces, and we're going to go on the diagonal, and make sure you cut enough, because you're going to have to fold it over the edge like this. And we're going to do a crisscross kind of effect. So lay it down to start with. You'll need some pins as well, just to hold it into place. And right, once you've got the first row down where you want to put them, just get yourself a pin and just secure them in place, because we're going to put another row on, and we obviously want to keep them exactly where they are because they will move. So I'm just going to do the rest of them and then we'll put the next layer on. Right, now they're all fastened in place, we're going to go the other side. So we're doing a crisscross effect. So just lay your ribbon or lace or whatever you're using down and then just cut yourself some pieces like that, and then just get your pins and just pin those into place as well. Right, so all we need to do is to tidy up these bits. Now you've got a couple of choices. You can hot glue them down, you can use fabric glue, you can cut them and fold them in like that. So loads of different choices, just what you find easiest, just to neaten the back up. I think all I'm going to do is just cut a little bit off, leave a tiny bit extra, poke that inside there, and then just get my stapler and just staple the edge. That's just how I'm going to finish mine off. So I'll just finish all the rest and then we'll be done. Right, this is the point you can take out the pins in the side, because obviously you don't need them to keep any ribbon or lace still now. Right, so now we're going to put some more detail on the front, and to do this I'm going to use these little pins. Now I found these really hard to buy a while ago. I ended up getting these from a shop called Coleman's. They're the split pins. I'm not going to use gold on this because I think silver would go better, but you need quite a few of these. You also need a hammer, a piece of wood. This is the bit of wood that I use, just an old bit, and a nail as well. So we're going to pop the bit of wood underneath. This is just to protect the table, and then you get your nail, and where you've got your crisscross part there, you just put the nail in the middle and then just hammer it through, and that's hammering a hole. And then you get one of these split pins and then you push that through the hole that you've just made. That goes all the way through, so it goes to the back, and then you just open that out. Now what you can do, if you didn't want to actually see these pins, you could put an extra piece of paper or something, or some fabric over the back, so you didn't have to see this. This is mine, so it doesn't bother me at all. And we're going to put these in at every kind of cross section, as you can see there. And what that does is it keeps all of the ribbon or lace in place. It also gives it a nice sort of cushioned kind of effect, and it enables you just to add a bit of pretty detail as well. So I'm going to hammer all these in and put the split pins in the cross sections. Right, so now we're just going to cover up these split pins. You can use buttons, they look really cool, but I've got some of these little flat back sparkly gems. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue, a bit of hot glue on the centre, and then just stick the gem over the top like that. And it just gives a nice bit of detail in that little cross section. So you'll just need to cover every one of the pins that you've used. So you can, if you wanted to, put different trim and things around the bottom, around the top. I've got some just to show you. I'm not going to put it on this one, but whilst I'm doing these, I'll just show you. You can get all sorts of different trim like this. Little pom-poms, they would look cute, maybe around the edge. You can get this sort of thing. Again, that would look sweet, sort of dangling from the bottom. So anything like that, you can add, you know, you can add more decoration if you want to. Right, so that's all those done. This would also be quite nice for maybe a wedding reception and that sort of thing. And I'm just going to show you how to create a bow, just to pop up the top corner. You don't have to put that on, obviously, but I've just got a bit of this organza roll, and all you do is just fold it, or tie it, should I say, into a bow, just like you're doing a normal bow. And then just fasten that to the side, obviously get it so it's level, but that would look really nice for a wedding reception or something like that as well. Here we go, so that's the notice board completely finished. As you can see, I decided to put the bow on the top. I think it looks really pretty. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please do, because we do all sorts of different craft projects. We also do shopping trips and vlogs and various things like that. So if you think it's your cup of tea, then hit the subscribe button. And that's it for me. So I hope you're all okay, and I'll see you again soon. You take care. Bye for now.